Okay, Dr. Mindy here, and all this week I've been doing summer health series. So we're like middle of May 17th today. I don't know when you're watching this, but if you're watching this recorded, this was recorded on May 17th. And I'm doing that summer health because I think right now is one of the best times to focus on your health. If you have kids, it's kind of crazy because school's shutting down, there's a lot of events. But then once we transition from the school year into summer, there's so much opportunity to take great care of your health. In fact, in my office, we typically are the busiest in the summer because we have a lot of families come in and they want to have a summer health plan so that they can actually focus in on their health during the summer. So great opportunities lie ahead. Watch over the next couple weeks because I'm going to go, on Monday I went through nutrition. Today I'm going to go through fitness. We're going to go through sunscreen. We're going to go through social, like what do you do at a barbecue? We're going to go through sleep because the days are longer and that affects your melatonin levels. So I have a really fun series coming up, so stay tuned. But today I want to talk to you about fitness. So if you followed me at all, listen to my blogs. I wrote a blog this morning on my #1 health tip. And what you need to know about me is that I'm an incredibly impatient person. So I want results that are really fast. I do not like slow results. They drive me crazy. If you're like that, just let me know. I don't know if I'm an anomaly, but I'm pretty sure many of you, when you start a workout plan or you start a diet change, you want to see immediate results. So if that's you, just put in the comment section immediate results. I just want to make sure I'm speaking to the right group. So here's the thing that happens. I wrote about this morning in my blog. What happens to so many of us with exercise is we get excited about a new exercise and we start doing that thing. Let's say it's running. Okay, I'm going to train for a half marathon or a 10K. And so you start running and then you're running 3, 5, 4, 5 days a week. And when you first do it, you feel amazing and you're like, oh my God, I should have been running my whole life. Why have I not been running? And you think that it is the latest and greatest and fitness workout and it's the solution to your health problems. Then there hits a point where you're like, it's not as exciting to go running again. Or, gosh, I don't feel like when I go for a 3-mile run that I get as good of a result as I used to get. And you hit this plateau place. How many of you has that happened to? If it has, put in there plateau, because I know that I listen to people all the time that say my workouts aren't working out for me anymore. I'm not getting the result that I used to get. So if that's you, let me give you the greatest health tip that I can give you on the planet. And it comes in the form, you need to take this tip and do it with your food. You need to do it with your fitness. You need to do it with your detoxing, and you need to do it with your supplements. And it's called variation. You have to keep varying things. And this doesn't mean you train for a marathon and then you're done with that and all of a sudden you take Zumba classes. This means on a weekly basis you need to vary your exercise. And when I go and I write out a health plan for my patients, I basically have 5 different strategies that I give them. Strategy #1 is you have to do some form of strength training. So women, we are notorious for not wanting to lift weights because we don't want to bulk up or we don't want our clothes to fit tight. But do you know that the more muscle you have, the faster your metabolism will be? So when you're in a seated position or a standing position, you're just standing there, you're sitting there, your fat is not speeding your metabolism up, but your muscle is. So when you're not working out, the more muscle you have, the faster your metabolism will be. So you'll see that this is actually #1 on my list. If you're not doing strength training, you need to be doing some type of strength training. My personal favorite that I love is I do TRX. I have a TRX hanging in my home. I love it. It's easy to do. I can do it at home. A lot of you guys have gym memberships that have TRX. So make sure you're doing a strength training in your fitness variation. Second thing, interval training. You can call it surge training, you can call it burst, you can call it HIIT, Tabata, whatever. the training where your heart rate goes up and your heart rate goes down. Typically these last about 20 minutes. So you're looking at about a 20-minute workout where your heart rate is going up and down. If you're in my Resetter group, we do one every Saturday morning and we video it for you. So if you are not in my Resetter group and you want in, just put I want in and I'll invite you in. But interval training needs to be your heart rate up and down. Cardiovascular training. So we've gotten again on this idea that, oh my God, HIIT training's the bomb. All I'm gonna do is HIIT training because it improves my growth hormone and it makes me feel the most fit. Well, guess what? You still need to put into your varying program one day where you're going on a long hike or a long run or a walk, something where your heart rate, I call it cardiovascular training because it's just where your heart rate's at the same level all day for that whole workout. It's not going up and down. So for me, I love to run. So I throw in a 45-minute, hour-long run one time a week. And then I've got my strength training days and I've got my interval days. So I'm always mixing it up. Okay, the fourth exercise, I call it nervous system training. It comes in the form of any kind of workout that will balance your parasympathetic and your sympathetic nervous system. If, again, I'm in Silicon Valley, it is a high stress land around here. People are on the go, overscheduled. And so what ends up happening is that we can tend to gravitate towards those quick exercises that will make us feel fit the fastest. But we need these exercises that will balance out our nervous systems because our sympathetic nervous system is overstimulated. So what's my favorite? I know so many of you that watch this know that I have one exercise that I love more than anything. And Marta, if you're watching this, you know what it is because you're one of my favorite yoga instructors. But it's yoga. Yoga is so good. Like, it's so great for balancing your nervous system. You need to relax that parasympathetic and the sympathetic. You need to balance them. So everybody needs to be doing yoga at least one day a week, throwing it into your mix. If you don't have an hour and a half to do it, there's a great, somebody just turned me on to a wonderful online program called The Daily Burn. There's some good yoga classes in there. There's apps you can do at home, but you need to make sure you've included some yoga. And then my last piece of advice, and I'm going to close this up, is that if you want to lose weight, you want to get the most out of your exercise, you want to do it in a fasted state. When you're in a fasted state, what the body does is it starts to access fat stores for energy. So working out in the morning is an amazing time. So if you want to improve growth hormone, get up in the morning, work out before you eat, and then you can eat, like I have so many of you guys that were training to eat at 11, noon, and not have a breakfast. But if you work out on an empty stomach, you increase your growth hormone, you have more everybody, men and women, we have more testosterone in the morning, so which is fuel for muscles, so it helps you build muscle more. Morning on an empty stomach, fasted state is a fantastic way to work out, okay? So if you're like, holy cow, like I'm not even working out, like how am I gonna fit all of these in? You will be amazed. The only one that really takes a long time are the long walk or the long hike or the nervous system, like a yoga class. But for the most part, all of this can be very quick. 20 minutes is fantastic, especially for strength training and HIIT training. But I work out at least 5 days a week. If I can get 7 in, I will. I do like one rest day. But my 7 looks like this. You won't see me going on long runs over and over and over again. I have a huge variety. So fitness variety, I'm telling you, it is the greatest secret. You'll never get bored. You'll get great results. You'll never get injured, and you'll feel fantastic. So what I want to know from you, and then I'm going to close up this Facebook Live, is what's your favorite exercise? I want to hear it from you. What are you doing? We have so many cool people watching this Facebook Live now that I want to know, like, maybe there's apps that you use on your phone that work well for you. Maybe there's an online program you use. Maybe you have your favorite yoga class. Put it in the comment section. I want to know. We're a community here, and I want to share the goodness that you may be experiencing at home. So, hope that helps. Have an awesome day, and yay, summer's coming. It's gonna going to be a good one.